New day, new me, same old discovery queue. Let's go. Cats hidden around the world 2? So it's a hidden object game. It's black and white illustrative style. Actually looks like it was drawn by a human being and not a machine. Not that I have anything against machines drawing pictures at all. I like the ability to be able to creatively visualize things without having to rely on a flaky artist, because almost every artist I've ever interacted with has been a flake that has taken way too long and demanded way too much for what they do. I didn't see any cats at all in those pictures. Find 2,000 cats hiding in 20 iconic locations such as Rome, Dubai, or Bangkok in this cute hand-drawn hidden object game by Travelin' Cats, the original viral Hidden Cats game creator. Can you find them all? Came out on 11th of June from Travelin' Cats. I think there's a ton of these, right? So if they're making a couple bucks of a couple sales for each one, they're doing well. $5.84 is the asking price here. By the creator of Cats Hidden in Paris, Rome, Cairo, Merida, Dubai, London, Auckland, Bangkok, Edinburgh, Copenhagen, Barcelona. How do you pronounce this one? Reykjavik, Buenos Aires, New Delhi, and Machu Picchu. Travel to the sandy beaches of Dubai, linger around the ancient city streets of Rome, or enjoy the bustling life of Bangkok. Found a cat? Click on it. If I'm going to Bangkok, it's as Agent 47 to assassinate people. We're good, though. 2,000 cats. I don't have the time or the inclination. Maybe when I get older. This is the kind of thing my aging mother would probably appreciate. Oh, hey, I see some cats there. Okay, I won. Next game. Misty's Idle Fishing. Here's another game to crush your productivity at work. I have Misty there in the background, fishing away. Again, it looks kind of like there's a decent hand-drawn pixel art here. I like the Mondo zoom we have in the corner. Gives you a good idea of what's available. It's incredible that people do these. Like, there has to be, again, some penultimate version of this if you really want it. And now there's a million others, thanks to the power of indie game development. Misty's Idle Fishing is a relaxing idle fishing game that sits on your desktop. Help Misty upgrade her equipment, customize her boat, and discover new islands so she can catch and research all sorts of fish while you're busy with other things. Came out on the 13th of June from Midware Games. Oh, that's a pretty good title for your development company, seeing your output. Self-published. They want $5 for it. You know what it is. Put it on your desktop, explore 10 locations, purchase and unlock upgrades, customize Misty and her boat. Again, not into the female protagonists. Why didn't you give us a male option? I mean, it's pixel art. You couldn't have doubled up on this? See, this is what indies are learning. You know, years ago when the whole movement came out that we needed more female representation in video games, companies like Ubisoft said, you know, it costs twice as much to make a female character alongside a male character. And indies were like, shut up, you have the money, do it. So they started doing it, and then they started complaining about how the females weren't correctly represented and the stories were all poorly written and whatever. That's neither here nor there. But what we're seeing now is the pendulum swing back the other way so extreme that you don't get male representation. Like, where's the middle ground? But that's the brutal reality of it at the end of the day, is that it's double the production time. So, indies are just as lazy as AAA is what I'm trying to say here. Overdose. All right, another one of these. Slap a noise filter on the camera, make it kind of look like a PS2 generation video game, and make it kind of scary. Dirty hospitals. How many dirty hospitals do you think you've walked through if you're a horror gamer? Probably way too many. Survive the night in a deadly asylum. Deliver sinister meds, keep the insane in line, and outwit a killer hiding in the dark. Came out on April 4th, 2025 from For Fun Games, Cheesecake Dev. They want $5 for it. It has been cheaper. It's first person. Okay, doctor turned his patients into test subjects for ruthless experiments. But one escaped, hiding in the dark, hunting for revenge. And she is here too, the ghost of the woman who died in the experiments. Her screams still echo, her rage never fades. One of those No More Kings protesters. Do your job or die. The killer is hunting you. Send the recordings. Terror and desperation. Definitely desperation. I don't know so much about the terror part. I'm good. Hello, stranger. This looks like a real picture. It is a real picture. So is this a full motion video game? Though not? Or is it, what's that, Omegle? Okay, this looks kind of interesting. An FMV, again, for you kids who grew up late. It's a full motion video. Psychological horror thriller. A man gets trapped in his home by a hacker who forces him to play 3 games to survive. You must play these games and make choices that determine his fate. And you know this is the developer. 100%, right? Came out on the 29th of May from a PRM Games, self-published. They want $13 for it. That's unlucky. Cam conducts his entire life from his electronically automated smart home, work, shopping, entertainment, and most notably, socializing. It isn't really. I'm starting to realize this as time goes on. That this spectacle that we're going through right now, even this little communication we're having, just you and me, this isn't socializing. It isn't. It's spectacle. And it's artificial. And it's doing something bad to our brains and society in general. True socializing is going out and facing an actual human being, being able to smell them, to see the grit in their eyes. Anyways, eventually he encounters a masked stranger with an altered voice, blah, blah, blah. 2 story modes, cinema mode and game mode. Wait, cinema mode, limited games that only function with decision-making system closer to an interactive film experience. Or game mode, all games available with a variety of gameplay systems, a full FMV game experience. Huh. Timed choices or paused choices. Renowned acting talent. Oh, maybe it's not the developer. Somebody from Vikings. Fate, The Winx Saga, FBI International, Queenie, Goodness Gracious Me, Heartstopper, and Gladiator. Man's looking for work. Paul Rashid, the writer-director, is one of the world's most prolific creatives in the FMV game format. His other titles include The Complex, 5 Dates, 10 Dates, and The Gallery. Huh. Okay, I'm not the biggest fan of FMV, to be honest with you. I played one a long time ago. Was it Late Shift? I think that was the last one I played. It was okay. Just not enough agency for me. All right. Uncanny Tales Cold Road. Okay, put the filter on. Put on your horror sunglasses and walk through some spooky abandoned places. I like that they're doing this, though. I do. I like the, it's kind of like a Half-Life 2 photorealistic 3D models some of these indies are putting out, because they're creepy. I mean, that is genuine. This way creepier than someone pulling out a horror asset pack with some zombie with blood and guts hanging out all over it. No, that's great. It's wonderful. I do wonder about this shader model, the light and shadows model. It's okay. It's liminal. It's like was this a game I ever played? Sort of feeling. Uncanny Tales is an episodic horror series where the real terror comes not from... So, speaking of which, why do indies think we just want horror slop? Like, there's so much of this. How much of it do you need before you get it, right? I mean, who's asking for this? Where the real terror comes not from monsters of the supernatural, but from people. Each episode is a new unsettling story inspired by real fears and eerie situations from everyday life. This may also be... one of those direct results of shut-in children who are deeply, deeply affected by COVID and have, they didn't get enough exposure and socialization to real people that this is how they feel. This is what really scares them. What really terrifies the modern generation is having to sit down and talk to another live human being. Came out on the 16th of April from VIA Studio, self-published. It's $1.94. It's appropriately priced. So how many? This is the first episode. Oh, there's going to be more. Each story in Uncanny Tales is unique, but connected by the theme of everyday fears hiding in plain sight. So is it technically early access? Or are they going to do one of these things where they maybe release an episodic game? This was my plan 16 years ago when I was an indie game developer, to do episodic like this. And what my plan was to release an episode and then increase the price with every successive episode that I released. So that if you bought in early, you would get the first episode and then every subsequent episode for free, basically. And then if you waited until the 10th episode was out, it would cost $20 or whatever. I never got around to doing it. I've never seen anybody do it that way since, because of the way the cutthroat world of game sales works. It's always so whatever they release it at, it will end up being pennies or free someday. So anyways, okay, good luck. Tatar Altan versus Shaitan. Okay. This wait, does that say Tatar or Tartar? Because this guy looks like a Tartar. Is it an arena third-person fighter sort of thing? Bro, what is your UI? What is going on? The lowest effort user interface ever. That's not true. I've seen lower, worse. Is it Unreal Engine? I was thinking I was playing Atomfall. I re-upped my Game Pass subscription to play Alters, and ended up spending quite a few hours this weekend on Atomfall by Rebellion, and that game is so good just because it's a fully optimized game engine specifically made for that game. I mean, not specific, it's specifically made for Rebellion games, and Rebellion's been around forever, and they have expertise in the system, and it really makes you appreciate the slick smoothness of a fully optimized, purpose-built game engine versus Unreal Engine 5. Don't get me wrong, Unreal Engine 5 enables a lot of creativity. It's great that it's free. Anybody can drop into it and make a game. But when you have a purpose-built engine that's smooth as butter, you don't get those stupid loading hitches and glitches everywhere. It's just a treat, a rare, rare treat. I don't know if I recommend the game. It's okay. It's whatever. It was just the whole smoothness of the engine experience that kind of blew me away. Alters, also very good. And Claire Obscure Expedition 33, no, I'm not into it. It's not, okay, it's whatever. It's a JRPG. People calling it the best thing since sliced bread. I don't know. I think they probably haven't played enough video games. It's not as great as everybody's pumping it up to be, in my opinion. I wrote a little bit about it on the blog. Tatar Altan versus Shaitan, an epic slasher about the Tartar warrior Altan and his battle with Shaitan on Earth and underground. Came out on the 5th of March from Vinco Forever Studios. Hey, forever is a long time, Vinco. We'll see. $1.29 is the asking price. Simple action adventure with platformer elements. The game has more than 4 different levels, so there's 5. Vinco, you're not fooling anybody. You need to defeat enemies, fight bosses, and come to the final boss at the end of the game. The story tells us about the Tartar warrior Atlan. Don't spoil it. How he returned from distant wanderings to his native land and encountered evil forces that filled everything around. I like how a lot of these indies will be like, I'm going to be the one to make the respectful video game about my culture's unsung heroes. And then they end up disrespecting them with a trash game. Just saying. All right. Ninja Resurrection. A Tale of Kuro. This might as well be the same thing with ninjas that we just saw. Look at this horrifically bad user interface again. Asset packs. Is this a white ninja, bro? What was it? What did you do? What have you done? Oh no. Yeah, I remember when ninjas were. What culture is this man a part of? It looks kind of like a Roman. This is again an asset pack that somebody put together and gave away for free, probably. I don't remember. Jeez. Okay, all right, good. Yeah, what is she doing? The hardest fighting game, and that's the developer copy. It's a meme. It's a meme. It's indie slop. It's whatever. 11th of November, 2024, from Daniil Yubimov. And Wise Studios. Not as wise as you might think. It is free, though, so it's appropriately priced. Play as Kuro, a warrior with a fragmented past. Kuro means black, by the way. As you uncover lost memories on a path of redemption, master intense combat inspired by Naruto and Sekiro, using precise parries, acrobatic combos, and aerial moves to face challenging bosses that test your skill and strategy. Each battle brings you closer to the truth in this journey of resilience and mastery. I can tell you the truth about this. It's a half-baked video game. There's blood in the game, mainly as an effect of taking damage. Some enemies die, but most often the player himself dies because it's for men. It's a game for men. It's a game for people with too much time on their hands, bro. That's what that is. The Butterfly Collector. Oh no, it's a kinetic video visual novel with a bunch of people. Guaranteed this is a Western developer aping a Japanese animation style. Then she smiled. I swear it was an evil smile. No, it wasn't. I swear it wasn't her at all. I've never seen her look like that since I started following her. Never. Okay. Never trust a woman who's got a crucifix that could double as a sword. Investigate the evidence left by a stalker and kidnapper and track the fate of a college girl. The player advances and watches the plot by clicking to make choices for the heroine at key moments, with different choices leading to different endings. Now, doesn't this copy just make you want to grab the game as quickly as possible, take it home and play the hell out of it? Doesn't it just excite you? Came out on the 9th of February from WikiU, self-published. They also want $1.29 for it, but it's been 64 cents if you want to save a few pennies. Just hold on, just wait. So it's a short novel of psychological horror in an East Asian setting, available in English and Chinese with a text volume of about 40,000 characters? Is that Chinese characters or individual characters? Because if it's just individual characters, that's not long at all. Read John Fowles' The Collector before gaming for a better experience. Yeah, I guarantee you this is a Western developer. No, I'm good. I've got enough mental illness of my own. Primal Rift. 21 screenshots of this. This is an RPG maker sort of thing. Okay, this looks somewhat creative. A little bit of that, I keep forgetting the name of that stupid game that people love with Toby Fox. Remember the developer's name. Can't remember the Undertale. Right. So it's a JRPG-ish, old school, turn-based. It looks like you're wandering around an office that's been taken over by dinosaurs and elder creatures. Turn-based solo character role-playing adventure set in a flooded research facility. This is a classic console-style RPG with an emphasis on exploration. A friend blacking in the console days, ain't no games like this. Came out on the 13th of October 2024 from UIS Software, self-published. They want $5 for it, but it's been as low as $1.36. A time travel breakthrough at Waldorf Aerospace Corporation has come under scrutiny from the U.S. government. An investigative audit goes wrong when the research facility is flooded by a prehistoric lake. Okay. The turn-based single-player RPG. Note from the developer, we set out to make a classic solo-character console-style RPG similar to the original Dragon Warrior Dragon Quest. I think I would rather play those, but at least it's got a modern setting. I guess it's got that going for it. Make tough life or death decisions, wield an arsenal of weapons such as knives, SMGs, rifles, and more. Climb, swim, jump, and most importantly, fight for your life. Tons of secrets to discover, and there's a new game plus mode. I'm good. I still have the pixel remaster of Final Fantasy, all 6 games to get through. Maybe if I do and I remember this game will come back for you. I doubt it. Don't hold your breath. Manivore? Is that someone who eats men? I've known a few girls like that. Murmavian? These guys have their butts chewed out? Bro, what is happening? Oh, there she is. What is this? It's more horror slop. How? Okay. He doesn't just hunt to kill. Manivore is not just a murderer, he's an artist. For him, death is not an outcome, but a process. Can you uncover the truth within this twisted game, or will you be the next prey? I don't think I'm going to be either. Came out on the 13th of May, 2025 from Farax Interactive, self-published. They want $8.99 for it. It has been a little cheaper. They call him Manivore. More than just a killer. He's cold-blooded, intelligent, and manipulative. So you got to photograph the evidence. I like that, shaking the Polaroid out. That's kind of cool. Solve puzzles. Okay. The man set all this stuff up. Stay alert to survive. Listen to every sound. Someone might be watching you. Photo capture mechanic, realistic graphics, high quality sound design, variety of puzzles. If you don't want to end up on his table, play by his rules. If I don't want to end up wasting my time, I won't play the game. I mean, okay, whatever. I would have to wonder what's going on in the mind of the developer that slaps this together. Like, come on. Synthetic Captive. Here's another one. It's a horror slop kind of morning. Great way to start the week. What is this? Fragile. And so this guy's wandering around. Don't let him see you. Five Nights at Freddy did it best. Is that the kind of thing? Synthetic Captive is a first-person stealth escape game designed to reveal that the most terrifying monsters originate from the human mind. In this dungeon, escape is nearly impossible. You play as the protagonist, exploring the dungeon prison, struggling to survive and escape. Came out on the 16th of May from Season Bean Team, self-published. Oh, it's a Chinese horror slop. $3.89 is the asking price. $2.72 is low. And somebody just practicing with Unreal Engine and, unleashing their damaged psyche on the world. Okay. Prison operates under a simple rule. The only way to leave is through death. You know who did that really well? The folks who made Manhunt. It was a Rockstar game, wasn't it? Yeah. It's probably the one you want to play. Probably. True horror. The settings of Synthetic Captive are inspired by real dungeons. How many real dungeons have you been in, friend? Anyways, mild violence. Sure. I'm going to commit some mild violence right now by ignoring your game. Cemetery Warrior 7 Boss Rush. Remember the first 6 Cemetery Warriors? Wait a minute, this UI looks a little familiar. Oh no. This isn't a Crispy Head Studio game, is it? This can't be. There's no way. No, okay, it's Falco Software. Cemetery Warrior 7 Boss Rush. It is a hardcore 3D shooter from the first person where you have to defeat 11 strongest bosses. Came out on the 6th of February 2025, though you wouldn't know it to look at the screenshots. That would be a good game. To pull random screenshots from random games and try to have people guess which year the game was released. Anyways, from Falco Software, self-published. It's free. Why? Why is it free? There's no explanation. It's hardcore 3D shooter. So what is going on here? There's all the best bosses from the previous parts are collected. Here is a giant worm from the 4th part of the game, a mighty dragon from the 5th part, and completely new bosses. What is this? If you hit the timing and dodge correctly, you can avoid any damage, but this requires a good reaction and competent use of endurance energy based on the principle of Souls-like games. The game also has a survival mode where you can fight with ordinary enemies and set your own survival record. Crazy first-person 3D shooter action with heavy metal. Play as Demon Zexus and test your skill. I don't want to play as a demon. I'm not interested. I would rather play as a female protagonist. Shoot various weapons, shotgun, minigun, laser gun, a bunch of guns, more guns, tons of guns. 11 strongest, most diverse bosses to shoot tactics for. There's a survival mode, a bonus boost system, fire dog assistant, blazing blade, armor boost, speed, and ammunition. Real test for hardcore players. Well, I think I failed just by looking at this. All right. That is 17,915 games viewed. Thanks. Have a wonderful day.